Day 34 as we go through the Diary of Saint Faustina. And today we are covering journal entries 1474 to 1499. A few days back, we talked about this concept of speaking the truth and how even though we're doing the right thing and doing that, sometimes it can cause tension in our relationships with others, unfortunately. And that has been something that I struggle with a lot, is knowing how to handle those occasions where I do have to speak up and say the truth when I know it probably won't go over so well. So anyway, that's just been something on my own mind and heart recently. And then as I was going through this notebook, she started doing this little section where it would say soul, and I'm assuming she's referring to her soul and then Jesus speaking. So it's this dialogue back and forth. And as I was reading through it, I was kind of tuning out. And then I got to this one section and boom, it just hit me. It was just as if he was speaking to me. And so the soul says, Lord, there is another obstacle on the road to holiness. Because I am faithful to you, I am persecuted and suffer much. And then the response is, it is because you are not of this world that the world hates you. First, it persecuted me. Persecution is a sign that you are following in my footsteps faithfully. But I would like to hone in on this today because as we go through Holy Week right now, we are very focused on the last days and then the passion of Jesus Christ. And so thinking about it, this is somebody who was sinless, who was innocent, who was perfect, who was literally God. And he was unfairly, wrongly persecuted. We hear it, we see it, we're very thankful, but then for some reason we expect everything in our own lives to go totally smoothly every single day and have no problems at all. And at least I do. A lot of the times I get really upset when things aren't going well. But when you look at it from that perspective, like Jesus suffered and endured so much pain. So why do I expect anything less? And why do I expect to never be in pain? And why do I get mad at him when I'm in pain if he endured way more than I've ever endured? And that isn't to say, though, that our struggles don't matter and that our pain is irrelevant because other people have worse pain or Jesus died and he had worse things going on. But I think the point of it is that sometimes it is necessary for reasons unknown to us at the present moment. And so that's something that I am going to try, especially as we continue to go on here through Holy Week, is to reflect on the pain and sufferings that I endure on a daily basis and being less caught up in trying to fight them and wish them away, but embracing them more fully. And then also just reminding myself that there could be a greater purpose here and there could be a greater good that will come of this. And I don't have to analyze what that greater good is or maybe or will be. I just have to enjoy this present moment to the best of my ability and to go through and handle this stuff in a good way. And I think she said in one of her journal entries, I don't know exactly which one it was, but St. Faustina was reflecting on the Passion of Christ. And she was saying how what surprised her was the peace that he had. And although none of us were there, we don't really have a perfect visual when we watch movies, like if you've seen The Passion of the Christ, or even when you see reenactments or just things about it, there is this degree of peace there that Jesus has despite the fact that all of this awful stuff is going on, and this confidence level that he has because he knows of the victory in the end. And that's what we know, and that's the beauty of Easter. And so yes, I just encourage you all and myself as a reminder to me that this Holy Week to align our sufferings with Jesus' sufferings and to reflect on the things going on that we have to endure, so the love and mercy that he has for us. So that is all for today's video. I appreciate that you watched this. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, everybody.